What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're here for our final new look rebuild here at Madden 25. This series should not have dragged out as long as it has, but here we are anyway. This is the final one, and we of course saved the best for last, the New Orleans Saints. Of course, I'm pretty much kidding about that part, but let's go ahead and jump in and do a new look New Orleans Saints rebuild in Madden 25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me, or we're currently on the road to 10,000 subs right now, so if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be amazing. So as I said, I saved the best for last in New Orleans Saints. Honestly, the Saints have been just kind of the epitome of mid lately. The last few years, this team has just kind of been, I don't know really what to label it as. They just haven't been like, they've been a team that's been okay, but never like, literally in purgatory. Basically every single year is what the Saints feel like they truly are. So here we are with this team once again. So we have, of course, Tyler Shugg, who I believe is how you say it, is going to be the starting quarterback because Derek Carr, of course, retired. You have Kamara, you have Olave, you have Kelvin Banks, you've got Fuaga, Taysom Hill, Jalen Johnson, or Juwan Johnson. I'm already forgetting their tight end's name, man. Okay, so without further ado, of course, Brandon Cooks is back in New Orleans as well. We're going to simulate year number one. Kellen Moore is a new head coach. I'm kind of surprised he ended up taking this job, but he did nonetheless. So let's simulate year one. Let's see how this team is about to do. And of course, we're going to put our best stamp on this team as possible to try to turn them into a contender and dig them out of the constant hole of just being an okay team or bad team. The week 1 and 2 Saints were special last year, but outside of that, they've been pretty bad. And would you look at that, finishing just like, the Saints maybe would finish in real life 8-9. Maybe 8-9 is too generous for them, but they did go 8-9 nonetheless, and we were not a very good, well, like I said, 8-9 is mid, and that's kind of where the Saints have been. So we're trying to dig ourselves out of that. So it's time for me to put my magic to work here on this Saints team in the offseason and see what we can do. I'm also very aware that College Football 26, I think, is released for some people who bought the deluxe edition today. I've always wanted to try college football rebuilds, but it looks so like, I don't know, it looks out of my skill set, I guess, if that's the right way to say what I'm trying to say. I just don't watch college football that much. I mean, I probably know more about college football than I do college basketball, but still, it's just like, I don't know, man. It kind of seems overwhelming. 27-13 from Tyler. You had Alvin Kamara with 13 touchdowns, 968 yards, 1,000 from Olave, 1,000 from Cooks, 800 from Shaheed, and 400 from Alvin Kamara. Defensively, sacks-wise, you had 5.5 sacks from Nathan Shepard, 5 from Devon, 4 from Chase Young, and 2.5 from Carl Granderson, and then you had 4 interceptions from Demario Davis. Okay, so we're going to the offseason with quite a bit of money to work with, $118 million in cap space. Of course, it helps when Derek Carr is not on your books and you have a rookie quarterback. So let's go see what we got going on here. So Olave, 5th-year option, we'll go ahead and accept. Rashid Shaheed, definitely want to keep him around if possible as well, but we'll see. He says no, of course. Okay, and then we got Alvin Kamara, which, I mean, it feels like a Saint lifer so far, so he says free agency as well. Franchise tag would cost us $18 million. Maybe we have to let Alvin Kamara go. Wasn't really planning on it. Trevor Penning, probably won't worry about him. Our new tackles are probably going to be kind of the future. Hugo, however you say it, probably will let him go. Okay, so we really didn't do anything other than accept a 5th-year option. The other two just kind of declined on us. So let's go see what the lineup's going to look like now going into this next season before we hit free agency. So, of course, we have our tackles set. We have Olave at wide receiver. Cooks is still a fine wide receiver, too. Our new running back is obviously something that needs to be addressed. We have Cedric Wilson still. So, wide receiver, running back, maybe interior offensive line, maybe someone we should go after, too. Defensive side of the football, still have Demario Davis. Stutzman went up to star dev, which is nice. And then maybe a corner would be helpful. But overall, it doesn't look like a bad team necessarily. So let's go ahead and get into free agency and see what there is to spend money on. So nothing too crazy in free agency right now. It's just going to be Alvin Kamara, Jack Jones, and Richie Grant. We may not even get Jack Jones to sign with us, but Alvin Kamara, like I said, maybe a Saints lifer. We'll see if it ends up that way. And then Richie Grant just has some safety depth. So let's see if we get these 3 guys to sign. And we do get all 3 to sign. So Jack Jones is nice corner depth. Still only like 27, so we'll take that. But obviously still a lot to improve on through the draft. So wide receivers still definitely needed. A corner probably still an argument. And then interior offensive line. So that's probably what we'll be looking for in the draft. Wide receiver, maybe round 1 if we want to. But we'll see, man. We're just going to jump in the draft and have no expectations and kind of see what is available to us when we're on the board. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got Pick number 17. So let's go see what we can do at 17, as the Bears have the number 1 overall pick, which is interesting. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got Drew Allar. We're not taking a quarterback. Anthony Hill. Honestly, even though we don't really need Anthony Hill right now, I wouldn't mind him as a Demario Davis replacement, because we know Demario Davis is going to get older. We could go Harbor here too, very early. D catching and release. Elite speed, though. He'd obviously be a really nice complement to Chris Olave. So I do think, as much as I'd like Anthony Hill, I am going to go ahead and take Harbor here to start things off. 43 true value, 99 speed. So really can't go wrong with that. I mean, he's going to be an excellent addition next to Chris Olave going forward, and should help out our young quarterback. So that felt like a really good pick, and one that I don't regret at all. Okay, next is interior offensive line if possible. So we got DJ Hicks, Eugene Wilson. We got Micah Morris out of Georgia. I mean, he just kind of fits a perfect need for us. So I do think this makes a lot of sense. So Micah Morris is going to be our left guard added to this team. Is going to start immediately out of the gate. Hidden Dev, left guard. So very happy to have him. And now let's go to round 3. Hit on this corner, and then we should be good to go into the lineup going into next season. So looks like we have 2 round 3s potentially. Maybe not what it should be in real life, but it is what it is, what we have right now in Madden. And we could trade 2 thirds for a corner, but I mean, that may not be a good corner to draft. We might just have to go a different position. So we have Delane, Kite, Jackson, Dijon Johnson. So we might pass on corner and just go back-to-back other positions. So Dylan, York, we could take Eugene Wilson. We could take Samuel. Definitely wouldn't mind taking Samuel. Again, we need a guy that's going to maybe be Demario Davis replacement. So we'll go Samuel here to start things off in round 3. 86 speed linebacker. And let's go to pick 81. And hit on this pick and hopefully get ourselves another good player. So Zach Rice, York. And at pick 81, we have Eugene Wilson, Sonny Styles. We could take a new running back as well. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Or we could take a safety. Or take, yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and take CJ Baxter here. So CJ Baxter is going to be our pick. Just in case Kamara starts regressing. He's 37 true value. Get him at 81. Seems like a home run. So that's going to be our draft. Not a bad one by any means. I feel like we hit on everything we could have hit. Unfortunately, we did not get ourselves a corner, which sucks, but that could be addressed in due time. Go up to an 83 overall with an 84 offense and an 83 defense. So already getting better in overall, which is great to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at this new lineup going into the season. So we have Kelvin Banks, Morris McCoy, Ruiz, and then Fuaga, Jalen, Juwan Johnson, already forgetting his name. Brandon Cooks, we got Shug still as quarterback, Alvin Kamara, Keandre Milner, and CJ Baxter. Harbor, who's going to play a big role this season. And defensively, we have Samuel starting at that linebacker spot. And we got Brian Brissy, Godchalks, and then I probably said that name so wrong. Cooley McKinstry, Jack Jones, which, again, corner is still the biggest weakness, in my opinion, on this team. So the only thing I want to do is change I have Eagles playbook because of Kellen Moore, obviously. But I do want to change the defensive playbook. So usually when I run a 4-3, I go to Buffaloes, and thankfully in Madden 26 it looks like playbook will not be a huge determining factor anymore. That was always really annoying, and I'm glad that's finally going away. Is Harbor playing slot wide receiver? He's not, so we're gonna throw him, actually, yeah, let's throw him in the slot. Slots usually do really good. So 99 speed slot wide receiver sounds good to me. I will see you guys at the end of year 2. Will we make the playoffs? We shall see. I kid you not, we end up going 8-9 back-to-back seasons. That's actually pretty absurd. So that sucks. No playoffs year 2, no playoffs year 1. We are just stuck in the middle, which we're trying to dig ourselves out of, and it's just not working so far. So that is really unfortunate to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats to see if the defense was better, if the offense was better. But 8-9, again, is not really where we want to be. We had the Eagles beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl. So here we are. Offensively, we're a top 15 offense, which you can't be mad at. Kellen Moore doing his thing there. Defensively, we were okay as well. Teller just okay right now. I mean, we're kind of rolling with him as the starter right now. Kamara, 1,000 yards and then 457 yards from Tyler. Harbor at 10 touchdowns, 980 yards. Olave, 800 and 900 from Cooks. Sacks-wise, you had 12 from Chase Young. So sack production was a little bit better this year too, which is great. And here was your interception. So Jack Jones came in and snagged 3 for us, which is nice. But man, am I disappointed by seeing back-to-back 8-9 seasons. Honestly, I thought with running Philly and Buffalo's playbook, we'd be a playoff team, but not meant to be just yet. So we got Brian Brissy, which will accept his option. Penning's going to be walking in free agency now. Taylor, Cooks, like a lot of these guys can go right now. We need to fill out with better depth if we can, and preferably get a better wide receiver as well. Let's go take a look at the lineup before we hit up free agency again. We were literally right back at square one where we didn't make the playoffs. So let's see what we got going on here. So we have Kamara still at 79 overall, but Harbor is a superstar dev. So, I mean, Tyler has a lot to work with here. Probably should upgrade the tight end spot. So maybe look to do that. We got Wilson and Bub Mean. So maybe could use another wide receiver if we wanted to. So we'll look into that. Defensively, looks like Tyrann Mathieu's gone. Middle linebacker, could move Samuel there. Well, we could do that, or we could sign somebody too. We'll have to figure it out. And then Granderson's now superstar depth, which is great. But corner remains kind of a priority. So let's jump into free agency. Let's see what we can snag, and let's continue to build this roster up. So we've made 4 offers in free agency. One of them, funny enough, is Micah Parsons. I doubt we're going to get him. I threw him an offer anyway. Ivan Pace would be the perfect DeMario Davis replacement. Calvin Austin is just kind of our third wide receiver. And Mfonwu could be a starter, but the Titans are in on him too. So let's see what ends up happening. So Ivan Pace, Calvin Austin, which I figured we'd get those 2 guys, but Mfonwu is going to choose them. So we get our starting middle linebacker, but unfortunately for everything else, it just kind of isn't here. And we got our new wide receiver as well. So corner and free safety. So secondary still kind of remains a problem. I do think ideally I trade for one of those positions and bring them in. And that's what I would feel really good about. Tight end still would be something I would love to upgrade as well. So I can't trade for everything, obviously. But if we can maybe knock out 2 of the positions, that'd be great. I feel good about our offense other than tight end. Free safety and corner is like the only other thing on the defense that I feel like we need to upgrade as well. So if we could hit on all those things in the draft, whether it's through a trade or whatever it may be, that would be the most ideal way to go about this. So let's see what is about to unfold in this draft as we get the pick at 14. So we got Ryan Williams going pick 6 overall. Jeremiah Smith went pick 4, and then AJ Harris, Shane Jackson. So I was kind of hoping AJ Harris would fall, but wasn't counting on it. So we have KJ Bolden out of Georgia, might be our best free safety option. We have Cameron Calhoun at Alabama. So probably should walk away with one of these guys in the first round. So KJ Bolden, A, hit power, B, man coverage, B, zone, speed's elite. I mean, yeah, no doubt we're going to take KJ Bolden to replace Tyrann Mathieu. So number 5 in true value. I mean, it feels like we got ourselves a really good free safety to start things off. So that is a great start to this draft, and we hit that, which is great. So now I would like to see a tight end acquired in round 2 if there is one, because as much as Juwan Johnson's okay, I prefer if we got something a little bit better there, but I don't know if there'll be a tight end. So there's Ethan O'Connor out of Miami. There's Jamarius Brown. I mean, do we trade? We could draft Riley Williams, I guess, or I mean, there should be at least one elite speed tight end maybe if we're lucky. So we got Sadiq out of Oregon, Kenyon Sadiq. Don't know much about him. Speed is great. So keep that in mind. Maybe take a flyer on him in round 2. Let's see what Lawson Lucky looks like. Lawson Lucky, speed is great. So far, maybe we just take Sadiq Bey. I'll take a look at Donovan Green really quickly, and that'll probably be the last one we look at. So all of them are just speed great. So I am going to go ahead and take Kenyon Sadiq here in round 2 and see what we get with him. So he's going to be 35 in true value. Speed's 85. Okay, not a bad pick. So I feel like that kind of addresses 2 of the things we needed to address. And then I think for round 3, I think I'm going to get aggressive and enter the trade market for this pick. So let's go see if we can make a trade, bring in a corner on draft night to bring back or to bring them into the Saints, because we need corner, and that's been kind of a problem throughout the video. Would the Cleveland Browns finally give up Denzel Ward if we trade a 3rd and a 1st next year for Ward? And they're so close to accepting this. If I throw a 4th in this draft too, what does that do for us? And I don't know if I want to go more than that. So I feel like a 1st is still a little rich for him. So let's see. A 3rd and a 1st is my offer. I mean, Ward, I guess, is interesting too. Superstar devs, a lot of more. Ron Bland and Trayvon Diggs, I guess, is cool too, but probably going to be really hard to pull that off. What about AJ Terrell from the Falcons? I mean, would they really trade him division? That kind of seems silly. Lenore out of, I mean, I don't know if this would even be close, but the fact that he's developed into a superstar X fact, oh my gosh. Wait, why would that put them over the cap? Unfortunately, you can't consider, I guess maybe his new contract or something. Damn, they were about to accept that too. That would have been a home run for us. Travis Hunter, Sauce Gardner. I mean, would the Jets really trade Sauce for a 3rd and a 1st? I doubt it. Yeah, it's not even close. Lenore was actually somebody we could have gotten, but unfortunately, they couldn't make that. JC Horn, again, another in-division trade I just don't see happening. Samuel, who's still a free agent in real life. Jair, Marlon Humphrey, Devin Witherspoon. I swear I paused the draft. Why did it? Okay, so it just picked for us, I think. I don't know what just happened. Okay, so the Steelers have Joey Porter, Jalen Ramsey, Stingley, Lassiter, L'Jarius Sneed, Byron Murphy. I mean, do we just go for L'Jarius Sneed, or do we trade for Jalen? You know what? I'm going to offer this package for Jalen Johnson. Yeah, okay, so now I guess our pick has come and gone. They took us a right guard. I swore I paused the draft, but apparently I did not. Okay, well, I guess we took a guard, which I didn't really plan on taking, so that may have hurt our stock in trying to draft a corner or trade for a corner. But I'm still going to go ahead and offer a first for Jalen Johnson, see what they say. So a first next year for Jalen Johnson. What do you say to that? They say no. And a third. First and a third for Jalen Johnson. Okay. So, all right, we're done for. All right, so we're just gonna go. We're gonna go into next season with the corners we have. Maybe at the trade deadline we get aggressive and pursue a corner there. The lineup going to year 3 actually doesn't look too bad. Some of the draft picks we just made are looking really awesome. So Sadiq is a 78 overall immediately, so that really gives Tyler Shugg a lot to work with, which is great. Defensively, KJ Bolden's an 82 overall immediately too. So like, it seems like we did a good job. The only position, again, that I don't feel great about is the corner position. But I mean, if they can just kind of be okay, like there's no reason why this team can't make the playoffs in my opinion. So we'll see if it works out that way. Sadiq, KJ Bolden, 2 guys that immediately should make an impact. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 3, and we'll see if we finally make the postseason. So I'm at the trade deadline. I'm going to go ahead and offer that same pick compensation for Jalen Johnson to bring him in. They should accept this. They say no. But, I mean, he would be an immediate impact corner for us to start right away. Still saying no. A first and a third is a little rich, but I'm looking to make the playoffs this season, and they do accept it. So we have to cut somebody. The reason why we just made this trade is because we're 3 and 4, so our draft pick seems like it's high. But as long as Jalen Johnson comes in and makes the impact like I think he's going to, like there's no reason this team shouldn't be in the playoffs the rest of the season. So 86 overall right now, but once we plug in Jalen Johnson, this should be a really good looking team. So Sadiq is now star dev already. And then KJ Bolden's only star dev as well. But Jalen Johnson with Cooley McKinstry and now Jack Jones, I like that. It's a little bit more well-rounded. We have to hope that the team just continues to build momentum off of bringing in Jalen Johnson. Okay, let's continue this and let's see if we finally make the playoffs. At the end of year 3, we finished up at 12 and 5 and made the playoffs. No top 3 stats leads or anything, but it looks like Jalen Johnson came in and made an impact. We only lost 1 game the rest of the season, which is awesome. Offensively, we continue to be a good offense, which is great. And defensively, we were better. With Jalen Johnson coming in, maybe we became the best defense. Don't really know how our defense was doing before that. I didn't really look. So 36 and 11 from Tyler. Mara with 800 yards and then 300 from Tyler and then 140 yards from CJ Baxter. We had 1,200 yards. Wow, 1,100 yards from Sadiq right away. 890 from Harbor, 800 from Olavi, and 10 touchdowns, 700 yards from Calvin Austin. Sacks-wise, we had 15 sacks from Carl Granderson, 7.5 from Vernon, 5.5 from Brian Bercy, and 4.5, and then interceptions, 4 from Jalen Johnson, 3 from McKinstry. Okay, let's go ahead, jump into this first playoff game of the video, going up against the Washington Commanders. Let's go see if we can take down my favorite team in real life to get on a deep playoff run here. There's Jaden Daniels versus Tyler as Jaden comes back to New Orleans. Obviously went to LSU, so let's see how this is going to go as we go up 3-0 and then we get a stop on the next drive. We're up 10-0 now. So far, defense, number 1 overall, is showing up, and then we do allow a field goal. They may tie it here, and they do just that. So it's now 10-10. Need our offense to do something. There we go. And we get a big interception from KJ Bolden. As much as I love you, Jaden Daniels, we had to take it down here. So wildcard weekend victory here, which is great. And now we're moving on to the NFC divisional. So Jaden Daniels not very good in that one. 200 yards and 2 touchdowns from our boy Tyler. So let's go in to the next round and hope we can build off that momentum. And now for divisional weekend, as we get to say, we get to play the Eagles earlier, if I can freaking speak right now, earlier than I would like. So it is the divisional weekend in New Orleans. We're at home. That's great. But Philadelphia, always a tough out here. So we do, I thought we were about to start fast. We do get an interception from Ivan Pace. Big free agency impact. Only get a field goal out of it. And okay, so far defense is holding the Eagles offense, but we have not really scored much at all. So we have 15 seconds left and 2 timeouts from our own 25. I want to see if I can maybe steal some points here before this half is over. I don't know if this is going to work, but I always love doing it anyway to see if they would allow. So like, I think that, is that going to be Harbor? No, it's Calvin Austin. I'm about to say, We're gonna throw Calvin Austin on this go route, and they, oh my gosh, if I would get it off, that would have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Jalen Carter gets through. Do I run it back? I mean, I don't know why, but this play is so broken. So it's kind of cheesy and I'm using it right now, but if they allow him to get open twice, which, oh my gosh, my offensive line cannot protect for the life of me right now. They just keep getting through. That was cover 3 that time. I'm going to try it again, and we're going to have to get rid of this ball way earlier than I want to. So let's see if we can finally... I mean, we're just going to throw this to Olave. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. 4th and 10. Okay, let's just get out of here. This, I mean, we had a chance, I would say, early, but that did not work at all. So that should end the half, hopefully, and they will come out and take the lead. So we need our offense to do something. They do. We go for 2 and miss it. Okay, so now we need to hold on to this ball, and we're not going to go Hail Mary back-to-back now, but I would like to put this game away here. I do not trust our offense right now with how slow they've been to put it away. So I'm going to come out here and see if I can make it happen myself. So thankfully, they're going to leave. Oh my gosh, I may have thrown that too early. Oh, that was lucky. If I honestly, I thought Kamara was going to break earlier than that. That was a very dangerous throw, low-key. So I'm glad we got away with that, though. Okay, so they bring pressure. I'm going to throw Sadiq a one-on-one. This may be overthrown. He had a chance. It was on Quinyon Mitchell. But Eagles love to bring that pressure, man. They are bringing it right now. Okay. Let's see if we can't get something going here. So, looks like... Oh my gosh, I'm just going to scramble this away. So, we're going to get a 1st down run. 4 rushes for 35 yards. We're trying to have a, a really good drive here to put this game away if we can. We're going to do a screen play here. See if they allow Kamara. No, that's going to be played super well by them. So, that did not work. Okay. 2nd and 12. Try to do something simple there, but they played good coverage, man coverage on that one. Okay. Let's keep this momentum going. We're at our own 50 right now. Sadiq is left wide open. Let's just, possession that one and get a 1st down. So we're already in field goal range, which is great, but that would still only make it a 1-possession game. Play action fork seems like a really interesting play to run right now. So I'm going to see. Wait, oh my gosh, the pressure. I'm going to throw it. Sadiq would have had a chance one-on-one, man. He really would have. He would have, but... Did not get it off in time. Did not get it off in time. Okay. Let's see if they're going to keep bringing that pressure, though, man. So, oh, my gosh. It's disgusting how much I see somebody. Oh, they got Parsons. No wonder why they're getting through. They signed Michael freaking Parsons. Okay. But it's actually disgusting how many plays I've seen about to be open. And obviously, it's because they're blitzing. So, like, whatever. But, or maybe they're not even really blitzing. They're just getting through. But, man, there's been so many plays that have just been... wide open that I'm about to throw to, and then before I could even get rid of it, I'm getting thrown to the ground. Okay, I gotta buy myself some time here. So it looks like I'm gonna throw Olave on a go. They're bringing pressure again. There's gonna be a holding call, I think. Kamara, go upfield, please. Kamara, this is not even Kamara, this is Baxter. So there is an early foul, so I don't really know what that's about to be. It's holding on us. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. After a play we just had right there, 3rd and 29. So a 1st and goal turns into 3rd and 29. Absolutely atrocious, man. That sucks so badly. Man, what a brutal break there. Okay. Well, it is what it is, right? So we're going to see if we can just throw Chris Olave. I'm going to throw it to him. Chris Olave make the play. Olave is going to make the play. Let's go. Back shoulder. That is going to be a very crazy catch by Olave on Cooper DeJean, I believe that was. Maybe it was Reed Blankenship, but I'm pretty sure it was DeJean. And now we can just run this ball and basically end this game almost if we score. So, what a great play by Olave. A little bit more work than I wanted to, but I knew the Eagles, if we did not put this game away right now, that's going to be it. Kamara's going to score, and that should put it away. I think anyway. They're going to get the... No. Okay, so that's it. 18-15 victory. A win is a win. A little bit more work than I wanted to put in, but we won. And now we're going to the NFC Championship. And the best part about it is we don't have to deal with the Eagles. NFC Championship time as we get to play Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. So, yes, we just beat the Eagles, but the Lions are always a tough match, too. We get a good stop to start things off. And it looked like we're about to score there, but we didn't. But we will, hopefully, in this position. No. So, no one's scoring so far. We get an interception. It's 0-0 at half. The Lions... I mean, okay, they finally score after we threw a brutal turnover, but we will tie it 7-7. We go take the lead here. There's 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this game. So, for whatever reason, there's been a struggle to get in range to score in this game. I mean, it's tied 7-7 late. We're gonna see if we can make something happen here. So let's throw Olave on the sweet go. I'm gonna throw this to the other team really quickly because that's how good I am at Madden, as that was a very stupid play, but thankfully we get the ball back. I don't know why I just threw that. Honestly, I'm an idiot and I deserve every comment, if anyone's watching this, to just be directly attacking me for that. That was so dumb. Okay, now that we get that out of the way, let's actually cook here. So Sadiq is going to get us a first down. 2 interceptions from Shug in this game, but I'm going to make up for that interception, I promise you. We're not going out like that. That was way too... Oh my gosh, I got lucky that there was a block there. I'm just going to have to scramble this upfield. Give me a... Ooh, nice block from Harbor. Shug has got the wheels, and we are going to be at the 26-yard line. Okay, let's keep this up. So far, this drive is, going well. Let's see if we can't get this put in the end zone now. So again, I'm just going to take the underneath. That didn't gain much. Honestly, probably shouldn't throw any more of those. That's be the last time we throw something like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to good old verticals. And let's see if they allow Chris Olave one-on-one, or maybe... I'm going to have to throw this away. I cannot take a sack here. A sack would be brutal. 3rd and 5. Okay. Didn't love anything in particular there. Maybe I could have thrown that to Olave in the corner. He could have made a play, but we're just going to see if we can find anything different. So I'm going to let Olave try to make a play here. Olave back corner. He makes it. Let's go. That is what I love to see. Perfect ball placement. I told you I'd make up for that brutal pick, and that's going to be all she wrote. So just like that, we're going to the Super Bowl. After just, I don't know, man. That was so boneheaded, but I'm glad we made up for it. And now let's get to the Super Bowl. It is now Super Bowl Sunday time. We get to play the Baltimore Ravens. So let's see how this is about to go. So we get a stop to start things off, and we will go down and go up 7-0. The Ravens will tie it in response. We score again, need a stop, and they get a field goal. 21-10 looks good so far. We're already in the 4th quarter, and we're up 2 possessions. It's 18-24. We have the lead right now, and that's going to be all she wrote. So just like that, we bring the Super Bowl to New Orleans, take down the Baltimore Ravens, and that is going to be a great way to end off this new look rebuild series. Okay, guys, that's it from me. So I really don't know how many uploads I have until Madden 26 comes out. I might upload things sporadically here and there, but once Madden 26 is out, that is when this channel will be fully rejuvenated once again, obviously. I'm still going to consider college football stuff, but I really would have to do my research to figure that out. And I don't really know if it's for me. That's the issue I have with maybe doing like college football content on Madden Drops, but we'll see. We'll leave it open-ended. Let me know what you guys think if you're watching it to this point. Thank y'all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.